Welcome to my YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, share and drop your comments. Thank you.
In this tutorial, I'll be answering some questions about beading embroidery on fabric. This is a video for beginners, and if you are here and you want to start beading on clothes and you don't know where or how to start, this is a video for you. Just stay with me as I answer some questions about beading on fabric. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, like and drop your comments. I'll do my best to answer your questions. What is bead embroidery? Bead embroidery is a type of beadwork that uses needle and thread to stitch bead to a surface of fabric, or it could be even on a leather. This type of embroidery is not essentially part of the textile structure. That means it was not on the textile when it was being made. It was after you make the textile or the fabric that this type of bead was used to beautify the fabric. It is actually different from bead weaving or bead crochet and bead knitting. This type of embroidery, it was after the fabric has been made, after the dress has been made, that you now attach the bead on it with needle and your thread. The techniques that I use for hand beading embroidery, there are two. The first one is hand needle bead embroidery. Use this hand needle to attach. And the second one, you call it tambour or lunevel. That is the name given to it by the European country. But the Indians call it zari or muchi ari. This type of hand embroidery uses hook, and this is the type of hook you use. Either this or this. You use it to attach the bead on the fabric. What are the materials I need for my hand beading? The first thing is beads. There are different type of beads, and if you visit your local bead shop, you can ask around. You see different type of beads that you can use. I just show some beads here in this video, but I would not want to bore you with the various type of beads we have. So the best thing you do is visit your local bead store and just go around and ask questions. They'll show you different type of beads. So you need beads, which is essential because this is a beading embroidery. So definitely you need bead. This is a drop bead. And there is this one, so we call it sequence. Sequence so is a type of bead. They are flat beads, so they are when they are classified under beads as well. Just go around, you see there are various different type of beads that you can work with. The second thing you will need is your needle or hook, depending on the type of embroidery you want to do. If it is the hand embroidery using this type of needle, this needle looks like the normal hand sewing needle, only that it is tiny, and it comes in various sizes and lengths. Depending on the type of bead you want to use, you have to pass this needle through your beads. Be sure it will pass through. And this type of needle can be bought in your local bead store. Just ask whoever you are buying the bead from that you need a beading needle. And especially if you are using a seed bead, that is when you need it more. But if you are using a bigger bead, the normal sewing needle can work, only that it is not as flexible as the bead needle. I will drop the link to my beaded stitch video in the description box. So if you want to learn the different stitches of how to use this type of embroidery to attach bead to your fabric, do well to check out the video.
The Yari embroidery uses this type of hook or this type. With it you can do various beautiful and delicate designs. Only that this type of embroidery seems to be more difficult to master, but once you know how to do it, it brings out beautiful designs for you. And although it takes time for you to learn how to do it, but if you want to make more complex and beautiful designs, then this is the type of embroidery you should learn. But for a beginner, the other type of hand embroidery, it's also good.
Let's talk about the fabric. Several fabric or any fabric can be beaded on. You can bead on leather, you can bead on silk, you can bead on organza, on velvet, any material that you want to bead on, it can actually be achieved. Even Ankara prints. An embroidery hoop helps in positioning the fabric for beading. When you have an embroidery hoop, we have the small one like this, and it comes in various material. We have the plastic, we have the wooden one, and it comes in various sizes. You use this to hold your fabric. It allows you to stretch the fabric, and when you use an embroidery hoop, it makes the work easier because both hands are now free to do the bead work. But however, if you don't have an embroidery hoop, definitely you can still bead. But it is something that I would advise that if you want to really do this type of beading, then it's an investment you just have to make. You need an embroidery hoop, and this is just the small one. There is the big one. I'll show images of the big one later. And the big one, you can actually ask your a local carpenter to make one for you. You just show them the design that you want, and they will make it for you. That is, if you really want to make big garments or big materials, you want to bead on it, you will need to invest in an embroidery hoop. This is me trying to show you how to place your material, your fabric on the hoop. You make sure it's very tight. And after placing your material, a stand like this, there are several stands, several embroidery hoop stand that you can use. You need something like this to hold it, or a clamp. If you have access to a clamp, you can get a clamp to hold your embroidery hoop so that you can easily work on it. Now this is the big embroidery hoop that you can buy, you can make, you can ask someone to make for you. It is essential. Another thing that is needed is a fabric marker and tracing paper. Fabric marker, you can use any marker that you have access to. You can even use a light pencil, and these are examples of tracing paper also that you will need. About thread, you can use any thread as long as the thread is strong enough. This is an invisible thread. This invisible thread works well when you are working with a transparent material like a net. And you can use polyester thread. Just to make sure the thread you use is strong and durable, because it is a work that requires a lot of patience, so you need a thread that will stand the test of time. This is an example of hand beaded fabric. You see how beautiful it is. Question you might ask yourself is, must I know how to sew for me to be able to bead? And the answer is no. You don't necessarily need to know how to sew. Beading is another technique on its own. You can know how to sew and don't know how to bead. And you can know how to bead without knowing how to sew. But you can learn both. You can master both. But it's not compulsory. You know how to sew. Let's talk about tips on how to wash clothes that has sequins, glitter, and beads.
My first tip will be you wash the clothes on a cool and gentle machine setting. That is, if you have to wash it with a washing machine, then it must be set at the gentle wash setting. The second tip will be to use your hand to wash the fabric. I think I love this tip more. It gives you the ability to maneuver the bead, and when you are washing with your hand, you know where and where not to wash aggressively. The third tip is for you to avoid the use of fabric softener and bleach. Fabric softener and bleach can destroy the beauty of your sequins or beads or the glitter on the clothes. So don't, as much as possible, avoid using them.
The next tip is to spot wash, meaning you look out for the dirty parts of the clothes and wash it. Spot wash, check out the spots that are very dirty and wash them separately. My next tip will be for you to dry clean the clothes. You can go to your local dry cleaner shop and ask them to dry clean for you. They are professionals and they will know the best way to take care of the fabric.
And the last tip I will give is to hair dry the clothes. Once you finish washing, just put it where breeze will blow it. Hair dry it, spread it outside to hair dry.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Like, share and subscribe. If there's any question you want me to answer, drop it at the comment section. Thank you. Bye.